This week's all-new episode of Rick and Morty was called Look Who's Purging Now. When Rick and Morty find themselves on a planet of cat people that one night every year lets loose with an orgy of murder and violence, they end up getting stranded and forced to fight their way off-world. Why, yes, this is exactly like the movie The Purge, and why, yes, the episode makes that joke several times right to the camera, in fact. Now, as we've seen before, Rick has no problems killing people. In fact, he wanted to stay and watch The Purge just for his own sick thrill. This episode, in turn, goes to great lengths to challenge Morty's own morality, much like the episode Morty Night Run did. You definitely get the feeling that Morty fights the idea that he might have more of Rick inside of him than he would like to admit, and that for all his trouble, his altruism gets them into just as much trouble as anything Rick might do. In many ways, Look Who's Purging Now is kind of a back-to-basics show, a fact that the characters themselves even mention, saying that it's been a while since we've just had a Rick and Morty out on an adventure-style episode. The B-plot mostly involved Jerry trying and failing to connect with his daughter, Summer. This was a good pairing and something the show doesn't give us very often. As is often the case, this was the much more grounded side of the episode, and it even tugged some heartstrings a little bit. Only for Jerry to completely ruin it because, well, he's Jerry, then to turn it around yet again to where you almost feel bad for Jerry because everyone in the family treats him like such crap. As always, dark comedy was in no short supply here, even more so in fact for an episode based around killing people. There's blood, there's guts, while we even get a look at those awesome Iron Man style mech suits from this season's opening credits. The animators are very creative with their brutality, and that's what I like to see. This also makes Summer's comments about violent comedy from last episode even funnier now in retrospect. Why, Look Who's Purging Now even had a bit of social commentary to offer up in its final moments, the sort of thing you could really only do in a comedy show like Rick and Morty and not really get across in the same way in something that takes itself seriously like the Purge movies do. Also, it's kind of funny that in this episode they make numerous references to the first Purge movie and not its, in my mind, far superior sequel, even though it does sort of offer up its own spin on the ending to the sequel. Look Who's Purging Now is an episode that married laugh-out-loud comedy, over-the-top violence, and some great character study stuff to make what might very well be one of my favorite episodes of the season. I'm not saying it's a classic by any stretch of the imagination, but I certainly liked it. As always, the design work on the alien planet was great. I loved the cats meet Southern Gothic thing they had going on. Rick plays his DS in a great series callback. The music choices were absolutely top-notch. I give this one a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel. Also, you may have noticed the awesome new channel artwork, and for that I have to thank Nick Goldman, aka Goldman Vision. Definitely check out him and his stuff.